More than an ounce required. In 2008, an organization called the Genocide Prevention Project issued a report titled More Than an Ounce Required, summoning the political will to prevent genocide and mass atrocity crimes in the 21st century. The report identifies 1. Warning signs of a potential genocide, 2. Countries at high risk for genocide in the near future, and 3. Recommendations to world leaders on how to prevent the unspeakable tragedies of mass atrocity. The selection that follows is from the introductory summary. A new paradigm for prevention. Is it possible to forecast where and even when the tragedies of genocide or ethnic cleansing might occur? This report indicates that the answer is yes. Just as a change in the barometric pressure can be one indicator of a coming storm, so can political instability, rising ethnic tensions, incitement to hate, and economic and political discrimination, among other factors, signal the potential for a systematic violence against civilians on a mass scale. The places where systematic slaughter of civilians is happening or could happen are actually fairly well known. But knowledge alone is insufficient to save lives. Little good is achieved, for example, if scientists believe a hurricane is imminent but fail to communicate this to officials who can raise the alarm, evacuate those threatened, and coordinate necessary aid. The recent tragedies in Darfur, Rwanda, Cambodia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina all bear witness to the international community's failure to prevent systematic mass atrocity crimes, defined here as ethnic cleansing, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. And yet, in the lead up to each of these crises, the warning signs were clear. Going forward, the international community must heed such early warning signs and be prepared to act quickly and effectively when the indicators show the potential for systematic atrocities. This requires that international leaders adopt a new framework, one focused on prevention. A prevention framework would have 2 central components: an early warning system to signal an escalation of the most serious human rights abuses against civilians based on characteristics of their identity such as race, ethnicity, tribal affiliation, or religion. Well-coordinated and an active diplomacy in the earliest stages of a brewing crisis, undertaken with the intention of averting an escalation of violence. Such diplomatic actions, those well short of any military action, could be undertaken by the UN or individuals or groups of member states that could include both carrots and sticks. It is the contention of this report that once civilians are being attacked, the international community is obligated to protect them from systematic mass killing. Working to prevent or avert tragedy is not only humane, it is pragmatic. In addition to the bloody toll in human lives and suffering, atrocity crimes can bring an increase in global insecurity and the potential for regional destabilization. Furthermore, the economic cost of an intervention is more burdensome once violence has escalated. The task at hand is admittedly difficult. Great challenges accompany any effort to change long-standing grievances or to improve international collaboration on issues of peace. But genocide, ethnic cleansing, war crimes, and crimes against humanity are the worst forms of mass barbarity. These are crimes that the international community is morally and legally obligated to address, not as an afterthought, but as a priority. This report calls for a new level of global and national leadership to prevent mass atrocity crimes, one marked by a willingness to act at the earliest stages to avert humanitarian catastrophe, rather than, as we have many times in the past, ignoring the warning signs and then watching as tragedy unfolds.